Throughout the Gospels, when Jesus encounters someone, especially if that person has an immediate need, we can always be sure that that person goes away satisfied. Or at least in some way, Jesus responds to him in a way that is loving or forgiving or reconciling. The gospel passage this morning is so very, very beautiful. It's a very touching moment when this man, inflicted with leprosy, the gospel does not say for how long, but we can assume that he has been separated from his family and his friends because of his illness for some time. His life has been made miserable, not just because of the physical affliction, but also from that separation from family, from friends, from community. But Jesus heals him. He heals the physical illness, and almost as importantly, he heals the rift between him, family and friends, the community at large. He can go back. He can go back to a life that he knew previously. The miracles that Jesus performed in this passage and throughout the Gospels, they're instructive in so many ways, but I think basically they're instructive in how God works in such a wonderfully merciful way. God's mercy is boundless. God's mercy is so generous. It is difficult for us to appreciate and to understand. And we as Catholics, in a very special way, we appreciate how God works as a merciful God through his people, through you, through me, through the great saints over the ages. St. Damien of Molokai, a Belgian missionary who was sent by his congregation to work in Hawaii, is called the Apostle of the Lepers. Canonized by Pope Benedict XVI just several years ago. His life, his mission, is a story about God's mercy. Damien volunteered to go to the leper colony, and he knew it was a death sentence. He knew that he would probably not leave there alive. But he knew he had to do God's will, and that will he interpreted as to show mercy and love for these individuals. Hawaii is a beautiful place. Molokai was a beautiful place. But it was a place of misery when Damien arrived there. But through Damien's work, schools were built, laws were enforced. The first thing that Damien did was build a church, to build a Christian community, take care of souls, and then to deal with the sufferings of the people. Eventually, he died of that disease. But what he left was a heritage, a beautiful heritage, in which God's mercy took root and flowered. There's no doubt in my mind that this particular passage from the Gospel of Mark was very dear to Father Damien. That Damien took up the call of Jesus to be a messenger of God's mercy, a mercy that is truly miraculous, a mercy that is beyond all human understanding.